The depth of what education means to me is so deep it's hard to find sufficient words.
It's life-changing receiving a scholarship, and without that, I probably would have been working what I worked last year, like 20 to 25 hours a week.
People who are donating money for these scholarships, you are making such an incredibly huge impact on others.
I was born and raised in an authoritarian religious cult, and education for females was de-emphasized, and therefore I didn't receive much education. However, I did grow up speaking Russian, and so when I came to university, I chose to major in Russian because I felt it was the one thing I was potentially good at. And then when I arrived and started studying different things, it was a whole new world.
When I first got to ASU in August of 2023, I was really excited, and we had kind of figured out how to afford college through some other scholarships I got in high school, but my dad unfortunately lost his job that first week of September. And that was a pretty big hit, I was just trying to figure out other ways of just finding either scholarships or employment, which I luckily did, but it was pretty stressful. That was kind of like my first taste of what being an adult is.
Starting out here at ASU, I didn't really know much about science and research, but through doing an early start program and really reaching out to professors, I was able to really cement myself in the field of science and research. So after graduation, I am going to be pursuing my 4+1 master's degree in biology, but afterwards I do have plans to attend medical school. As a future doctor, I think it is super important to be able to communicate with all of my future patients. And even since high school, I've always had a love for languages and for just learning more about different cultures from the world, so my Spanish minor definitely helps me to do that. By receiving the Fred G. Holmes Memorial Scholarship, it really helped me to not have to worry about how I'm going to pay for my tuition each semester, and it just gave me more time to really focus on my academics, my schoolwork, my job, and my relationships with other people.
My education approach really has been about the journey. I love learning, and I do feel like a sponge, and I just want to soak everything up. The gift of this scholarship is enabling me to finish my education, makes me feel valued as a human, makes me feel seen as a female, and is giving both myself and my daughter a bright future. Thank you.
When I received the Elizabeth Fair Virgin SAG Scholarship, honestly, it was a sigh of relief. I remember me and my dad just crying. It's taking a big burden off my back and just my family's back in general. Without those scholarships, I wouldn't be here today. I wouldn't be able to be an outgoing individual in the college or just step into other roles. Philanthropy means to me just kind of just helping out other people when you have the opportunity to. For me, it's built character, it's built leadership.
If my donor was in the room right now, I definitely would just want to say thank you so much. You really have no idea how much the scholarship just lifted the weight off my shoulders. It truly has helped me in so many ways that I can't even express.